Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix DirectX function error with FC24 game on your Windows computer. So if you are receiving this DXGI error device removed or DXGI error access denied or hung, so if you are receiving these errors, then please follow the steps shown in this video. Now there are multiple steps, so at the end of each steps try to launch the game. If that does not work, you can move on to the next step. So the very first step is to restart your computer. Do not ignore this step. Simply restart your computer once, and after the system restart, launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to do a clean installation of your graphics driver. So if you have Nvidia card, go to Nvidia website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for Nvidia. So go to Nvidia website and then select your graphic card for the list. Make sure that you select your graphic card over here. And this is just an example. Select your graphic card, select the right series, right graphic card, and select the right operating system. So if you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, select Windows 11, and then click on Start Search, and then scroll down. The first one, GeForce Game Ready driver. This is the latest driver, that is version right now is 537.42. Click on Get Download, and then click on Download Now. Now once the download is complete, you have to run this exe file. Now once you run this exe file, you will see the screen. Click on Agree and Continue, and then put a check on the box which says Custom, and then click on Next, and then put a check on the box which says Perform a clean installation. Make sure that you put a check over here, and then click on Next, and let the installation complete. After the installation, restart your computer and then launch the game. Now the next step is to, and this is for laptop users with dual graphic card, make sure that you run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box, and then click on graphics settings, and then click on browse over here, and then go to the game installation folder. So wherever the game is installed, if the game is installed in C drive, if you have the game on Steam, open program files x86. Now open Steam folder, open Steam apps folder. Now open the common folder. Over here you will find the game folder. If you have the game on from EA app, then you can open, if you have the game from Epic Games, you can open Epic Games over here. If you have the game from EA app, you can open EA Games and you will find the game folder over here. In my case, the game is installed in a different drive, so open the game folder. So open the game folder and then select the game exe file. Now once you select it, now click on Add. Once the game is added, click on Options, select High Performance, and then click on Save. Again click on Browse, and then you can select the trial version as well, and then click on Add, click on Options, select High Performance. Now click on Save. So select all the exe file. You can even select EA AntiCheat. This is not required, I'm just doing it. You can skip this. Now once the game is added over here, now launch the game. Next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus, like if you have Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, Trend Micro, Komodo, any kind of antivirus program you have, just make sure that you allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, then open Windows settings and then go to update and security if you have Windows 10. In Windows 11, you will have an option privacy and security. On the left hand side over here, you will find privacy and security option. Click on it in case of Windows 11. In Windows 10, click on update and security. Now click on Windows security. Now click on virus and threat protection. Now scroll down. At the end, you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it. Now click on allow an app through control folder access. And then click on yes to allow. And then add all the exe file over here. So click on browse all apps over here. Click on add an allowed app. Then click on browse all apps. And then open the game folder. And then select the game exe file. Now click on open. In my case, this is already added. Again click on browse all apps, select the trial one, and then click on open. Again, once added, again click on browse all apps, select this exe file. Now click on open. Once it is added, again click on browse all apps, and this time open installer EA AntiCheat. Select this exe file. Now click on open. Once all the exe files are added over here, now type in control panel in Windows search box, and then click on control panel, and then click on system and security. Now click on Windows Defender Firewall. Now click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Now click on change settings on the top and then click on allow another app, then click on browse and then again go to the game installation folder and then open the game folder and then select all the exe file. Click on add. In my case I have already added, so you will see this already added prompt. Just ignore this. Again click on browse, select the second exe file. Now click on open, click on add. In my case I have already added all the exe file, so select this, then click on open and then click on add. Again click on browse and then installer EA AntiCheat. Select this exe file, click on open, click on add. Once all the exe files are added, in my case I have added all EA AntiCheat, then I have added all the exe file. Now click on OK and then launch the game. Now the next step is to roll back graphics driver. So for many users this has worked, so you can roll back to the previous version. So you can go to Nvidia website once again, select your graphic card from the list and then select the right operating system and then click on start search and then scroll down. The latest one right now is 537.42. you can try installing 537.34 or maybe 537.13. click on download, and this is just an example I'm just showing you. Then click on download now, and then once the download is complete, run the exe file and make sure during the installation you put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. After the clean installation, make sure that you restart your computer, and after the system restart you can launch the game. Now the next step is to repair or verify the game files on EA app or Steam. So if you have the game on Steam, make a right click on the game and then select properties, go to the install files and then click on verify integrity of game files. After the verification, launch the game. Now if you have the game on Xbox app, click on the game, click on manage and then click on repair. After the repair, launch the game. Now the next step is to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. Now for this, go to the game installation folder. If you have the game on Steam, make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on browse local files. It will straight away take you to the game installation folder. And if you have the game on EA app, then click on manage, then click on properties and then click on browse, and this will again take you to the game installation folder. Once you are in this folder, make a right click on the game exe file and then select properties and then go to compatibility tab and then put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator. Then click on apply, click on OK and then make a double click over here and try launching the game from the game installation folder. So make a double click over here and then launch the game. If that does not work, you can make a right click, properties, again put a check on the box which says run this program in compatibility mode for and select Windows 8 and then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, you can select Windows 7 this time and then click on apply, click on OK and then launch the game. Still you're facing the problem, then make a right click and select properties and this time put a check on the box which says disable full screen optimization, then click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. Still the game is not launching, still you're facing the problem. In that case, uncheck all the boxes. So we will uncheck, we will revert back. So if it's not working, follow the next step. Now the next step is to rename FC24 in documents folder. Now for this, open File Explorer and then go to documents over here. Over here you can see FC24 folder. Make a right click. Now once you rename this, you will lose all the game progress. The game will not detect this save file. Okay, so if you agree, you can make a right click, then click on rename and then you can rename it as FC24.old. You can name it whatever you want. This is just an example and then check. If that does not work, it's still you are facing the problem, then you can revert back. No need to rename. And then the next step is to open this folder and then here you can see settings, make a right click and then delete this settings. Once you delete it, you will lose all your settings, like whatever settings has been saved, you will lose that. So you can make a right click and then click on delete and then now launch the game. Now still you are facing the problem. In that case, you can delete the complete FC24 folder. So this time you can go back and then make a right click and delete this FC24. Now before you delete it, let me inform you, that this will result in loss of game progress. You will lose all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. So if you agree, you can make a right click, then click on delete, and once that is deleted, launch the game and then start from scratch. Now still you are facing the problem. Next step is to, now if your computer is connected to 240 Hz main monitor, then unplug this monitor, and if you have another monitor, try launching the game on different monitor. So for many players, disconnecting 240 Hz monitor, the main monitor, and then connecting it to different monitor and launching the game has worked. So you can try this. This will help you to get rid of DirectX function error. So the next step is to enable memory integrity. Enable or disable, you can try both in Windows security. So open Windows settings and then go to update and security, Windows security, and then click on device security, and over here you can see core isolation. Click on core isolation details, and if this is off, you can turn this on. Click on turn on, and once that is done, it's necessary to restart the computer. So once you turn it on, make sure that you restart your computer after this, and after the system restart, you can launch the game. Now this has worked for few players, so it might work for you. Now the next step is, if you have Ultimate Edition. If you don't have Ultimate Edition, you can skip this step. If you have Ultimate Edition, then on Steam, here you can see the option in front of play, redeem Ultimate Edition content. So click on it, claim it, and then launch the game, and then check. This has worked for a few players, so it might work for you. Also, if you don't see, if you have Ultimate Edition, like you have purchased Ultimate Edition, but you don't see this button, in that case, you can copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. So copy this link, open this link in a browser, and here you can see redeem Ultimate Edition content. So if you have Ultimate Edition, you can claim it, redeem it, and then launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to, now if you have EA Play subscription, if you don't have EA Play subscription, you don't have to do this. If you have EA Play subscription, or if you have Game Pass subscription, like if you have the game on Xbox app, if you have Game Pass subscription, in that case, start the 10-hour trial from Steam store page, or you can start the trial from the EA app, the Xbox app. Then you can, so for Steam, you can open Steam website on your computer, and once you go to Steam, find the game, search for FC24, and then click on the game. Now if you have the EA Play, you will see over here try now option. So in my case, it's telling me to join. So in your case, play now or try now would be highlighted over here. So many players were able to launch the 10-hour trial version. So you can launch the trial version from EA store page, and if you have Xbox Game Pass subscription, in that case you can go to Game Pass and then click on see all plans, and then scroll down and then click on explore EA Play, and then over here you will see EA game trials. Click on it and then click on play. Now once you click on play, it will open EA app. Same thing goes for Steam. From the Steam store page, if you have EA Play, you can launch the trial version from Steam store page, and then launch the trial version. So I have Game Pass subscription, so once you launch the game, it will open EA app and you will be able to see less than 10 hours, like 10-hour free trial. So you can launch the game from here. So click on play over here and it will launch the game. So here you can see it's launching the game, and then check. It has fixed like online access error for many players, so it might work for you. So once you launch the trial version, you can, once you play it for some time, you can exit and then start it again from Steam. the main game, and that should help you to play the game. Let me close this. I am not playing right now. Now still you are facing the problem. The next step is to launch the game from EA app instead of Steam. So if you have the game on Steam, then you can close Steam, open EA app, and then you have to log in with the account which is linked to Steam, and then once you are logged in, you can launch the game from EA app. So try launching the game from EA app instead of Steam, and this is for Steam users. Now the next step is to close EA app, repair EA AntiCheat. So if you have like game on EA app, you can close EA app. If you have the game on Steam, then close Steam. So make sure that you close it. I am not closing. And then go to the game installation folder and repair EA AntiCheat. Now for this, open File Explorer, and then you can go to the game installation folder. Wherever the game is installed, open the game folder. Once you open the game folder, open this underscore installer folder and open EA AntiCheat folder. Now over here you can see EA AntiCheat installer exe. Make a right click, then click on run as administrator, and then to allow. And then over here you will see drop down options. So click on this down arrow and select install FC24, and then first of all you have to try everything over here. So first of all, try update. So is it complete? Update check success. So once the update is done, you can close this. Now you can launch the game. So you can go to the game installation folder straight away. You can go back over here, and then you can make a double click over here on the exe file, make a double click, launch the game. You can even try to launch the game from Steam or EA app, doesn't matter. So you can do that. Still you're facing the problem, then open installer folder once again, and then open EA AntiCheat, and this time again make a right click, click on run as administrator, yes to allow, select the game, and then click on repair. Please select the folder where the game is installed. So in my case the game is installed over here, and the folder is here. Okay, now let the repair complete. Install success. I think this is done. Now you can close this and then go back and then make a double click, launch the game from the game installation folder, or you can launch it from Steam or Xbox. Now still you're facing the problem, then open installer folder, EA AntiCheat, and then again make a right click, then click on run as administrator, click on yes to allow, and then again select the game over here, and this time click on uninstall. Now once this is uninstall success is complete, like uninstall is complete, now click on install once again and let the process complete. Now here you can see install success. Now go back and then launch the game from the game installation folder, make a double click, or you can launch the game from Steam or EA app, check. Now again you are facing the problem, this time open installer folder. We have already tried everything over here, make a right click, then click on run as administrator. The last option is to select the game, and then select the game over here, then click on uninstall. After the uninstall, do not click on install, close this, we will not install it, close this. Now you can open EA app or Steam as an administrator. So if you have the game on EA app, then you can open EA app as an administrator. So find EA app over here, make a right click on the EA app, and then click on run as administrator. Open EA app as an administrator. Now if you have Steam, then you have to open Steam as an administrator, run as administrator. And once you open Steam or EA app as an administrator, now you can launch the game. So now launch the game, click on play, and when you launch the game, this time it will automatically reinstall the EA AntiCheat. When it's launching, it will reinstall EA AntiCheat. You don't have to install it, it will automatically install it. So once you click on play on Steam, it will launch EA app and then it will launch the game. If you have the game on EA app, click on play on EA app and again it will launch the game. So here you can see it's telling me to click on yes to allow. If it is asked, it's telling you to allow, then click on yes to allow and then it will install the EA AntiCheat and let the installation complete. This process will take some time. Now over here you can see it's launching the game now. It should launch the game. The EA AntiCheat was installed and on this screen you have to wait because whenever you launch the game for the first time, I don't know, but on this screen it's taking some time. So do not close this window. It may take some time. Like if it's taking forever, like then you have to close this and then you can launch it once again. But on this screen it's taking time. And I don't know what language I've said. I don't understand this language. Now you can start playing the game. But I'm not going to play the game now. I will close this window. Now the next step is to so we already tried this. We have run the Steam, or you have to run the game as an administrator, the Steam as an administrator. We already tried this. So yeah, you can skip this step. Now if you have any other anti-cheat program, like if you have Faceit or any kind of other anti-cheat program, uninstall it and then launch the game. Uninstall it, restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to repair EA app. Now to repair EA app, type in control panel in Windows search box and then click on control panel. Now click on uninstall a program over here and then select EA app, make a right click and then click on uninstall. Click on yes to allow. We are not going to uninstall it, we are going to repair it. Now let me close the EA app first. You have to close the EA app first and then click on retry and then you can see the repair option. Click on repair and let the repair complete. Now once the repair is done, now you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to launch EA app in offline mode. Now let EA app open first. It will, I think it's repairing till now. Still it's repairing. I don't know, it's showing uninstalling, but I clicked on repair, so I think it's repairing. Anyway, when you see EA app running, then you can launch the game. If that does not work, then you can follow this step. So actually it's uninstalling Origin, not EA app. I had Origin installed, so I think it's uninstalling that. In your case, if you don't have Origin, it will not uninstall it. It will open repair EA app and then it will launch EA app. Now for this step, we have to launch the EA app in offline mode. So click on these three horizontal lines on the top left and then click on go offline. Click on yes, I am sure. Now click on this play button for EA Sport FC 24. Now once you click on play, it will launch the FC 24 game. Now once the game launches, you can go to the main screen. Now it's telling me to unable to connect because right now it's offline. You can still click on OK and then you can select whatever you want. Now once you are on the main screen, now you can open EA app. Open EA app and then click on these three horizontal lines and then click on go online. And it will just refresh and then it will go online. Just wait for everything, the page to load up. Just wait over here. Once this EA app is like it's completely, yeah, page is loading. When it's complete, now you can go to game. Okay, so it's still loading. Let the load complete. So the load is complete now. Now you can go back to game and then you can start playing the game. You can play the game from here. I'm not going to play the game. So you can start playing. It will go online and you should not face any problem. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So you can try this. Now the next step is to disable Steam overlay or EA app overlay. Now for this, go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties and turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game. So if this option is on, turn it off. Also, if you have the game on EA app, go to EA app and then go to settings. So click on these three horizontal lines, click on settings and then go to application, and over here scroll down and you should see in-game overlay. Turn this off, turn off, and now launch the game and then check. Also close all the overlay applications. So if you have Discord running, if you have the overlay on in Discord, turn it off. If you have overlay on in GeForce Experience, turn it off. So close all the overlay application and then launch the game. Now the next step is to enable secure boot. Now for this, shut down your computer, then start the computer and immediately keep on tapping the BIOS key. So it may be F2, F10, F11. For different brand, the BIOS key may differ. So you can Google which one is the BIOS key in your case, in your brand. So shut down your computer, start your computer immediately, keep on tapping the BIOS key. It will take you to the system BIOS, and then once you are in the BIOS, you can go to secure boot. You can go to the boot option and enable the secure boot. And if you don't know how to do it, you can contact your system manufacturer before making any changes. If you make any wrong changes, this may cause no boot issue. Your computer may not boot up. So when you enable the secure boot, make sure that you contact your system manufacturer if you're not sure enough. And you can even go to Microsoft website and you will see it will show you how to enable the secure boot for Dell, Lenovo, HP, and you can go through this page. Now the next step is to install free game like Apex Legends and run the game, close it and then run the game. So if you have any free game like Apex Legends is a free game, so you can download it even on your Steam, and then you can install it, play it for some time, few seconds, and then you can launch the game, launch FC24. Now similarly for EA app, you can browse and then you can install the Apex Legend. You can find it in the list, or even you can search it over here. You can search Apex Legend. So you can download any free game over here, install it and then play it for some time, and then you can launch the game. This has worked for a few players, so it might work for you. The next step is to close OneDrive or Google Drive. So if you have OneDrive or Google Drive open, you can close it. So I don't have OneDrive open, but I'll show you how it will look. I don't have Google Drive as well. So if you have OneDrive or Google Drive, make a right click and then click on quit OneDrive, close OneDrive, and then launch the game. Next step is to, now changing the EA profile picture has worked for a few players, so it might work for you. So you can go to ea.com. So you can go to this website, go to ea.com and then log into your account. So you can click on sign in, enter your email and password. Now once you're logged in, you can go to profile and then click on account settings, and then go to click on your profile picture over here, click on edit, and then you can go to avatar gallery, or you can select any picture you want. For example, I'll select this one and then save. So try changing the profile picture and then launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to, now for Steam users you can try DX11 or DX12 in launch option. So you can make a right click on the game and then select properties. Over here in the launch option type in dash DX11 and then launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can try dash DX12 and then launch the game. If nothing works, you can remove this and follow the next step. Now the next step is to update Windows 10 or 11. So this is very important. Do not ignore these steps. So go to Windows settings, go to update and security or Windows update and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed, the steps are same for Windows 10, Windows 11 users. So click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed, you have to restart your computer. Restart is a must. So make sure that you restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Now if you face any kind of difficulty installing, updating your Windows 10 or 11, in that case you can use media creation tool. You can use media creation tool to update your Windows 10 or 11. So
if you have Windows 10, copy this link. If you have Windows 11, copy this link. Windows 10 users, go to this website. Here you can see media creation tool. Click on download tool now and then run this exe file. Then you will see the screen. Click on accept. By default, upgrade this PC now would be selected. Click on next. It will start downloading Windows 10 along with the latest update. Now this process will take some time. Now once the download is complete, before the installation, you will see the screen which says ready to install, and by default the option to keep personal files and app would be checked. When this is checked, you will not lose any data on the computer. So click on install, and once the installation is complete, log into your computer. Now for Windows 11 users, go to this website. Here also you will find media creation tool. Click on download now and then run this exe file. Click on yes to allow. Now this will load Windows 11 media creation tool. Now click on accept. By default Windows 11 would be selected. Click on next. Select ISO file, then click on next. You can save the location. You can set the location as desktop and then click on save over here. Now once the download is complete, click on finish and then go to desktop, find Windows ISO file, make a double click on Windows ISO file, then run the setup file, make a double click on setup file, click on yes to allow. This will load Windows 11 now. And here you can see install Windows 11, click on next. It will check for update, then click on accept. Again, it will check for update. Now before the installation, you will see the screen which says ready to install, and by default the option to keep personal files and app would be checked. When this is checked, you will not lose any data on the computer. Click on install. After the installation, log into your computer.
now the next step is to player using Xbox controller, install Xbox accessories app. Now for this, open Microsoft Store on your computer, and in Microsoft Store find Xbox accessories app. If not installed, install Xbox accessories app. So in the search box type in over here Xbox accessories app, and then if not installed, click on install. If it is already installed, then open Xbox accessories app. Now you have to connect your Xbox controller using the USB cable to the computer. So you have to connect your controller, you have to use the wired connection. So connect your controller using the USB cable to the computer, and then once you connect it, you will see 3 dots over here. Then open Xbox accessories, then you will see 3 dots on this screen. Click on 3 dots and then you will see an option to update firmware or update controller. Update it, then restart your computer and then launch the game and then check. Next step is to install media feature pack. Now for this, you can go to this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. If you have Windows 10 N edition, now this is for N edition user. If you have Windows 10 N or Windows 11 N, then you can follow the steps. For Windows 10 N edition, open Windows settings, go to apps, and then click on optional features over here, and then click on add a feature. Over here type in media feature pack. Media feature pack, and then once you type in my case it's not there, I have Windows 10 Home. If you have Windows 10 N edition, you will find media feature pack over here. Put a check on the box and then click on install. After the installation, restart your computer and then launch the game. Similarly, if you have Windows 11 N edition, go to settings, apps, optional features, and then click on view features, then click on add an optional feature, type in media feature pack, and then install it, restart your computer, and then launch the game. Now the next step is to install DirectX. For this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in the browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. Over here you can see download option. Click on download and then run this exe file. And then click on yes to allow. And then click on I accept the agreement. Click on next. Uncheck install Bing bar. We don't want it. Next. And let the installation complete. And then click on finish. Now restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to install Visual C++ file. For this is important. So go to Microsoft website, and then over here you can see Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19 and 22. Download x86 and then download x64. Download both x86 and x64 and then run both the exe file, that is x86 and x64 file. Click on it. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install. Click on yes to allow. Run the second file as well. Again, if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install and let the installation complete. Now once both the installation are complete, you will see a restart option on this box. So make sure that you restart your computer after this. Restart is a must after this, and after the system restart, then launch the game. So you will see restart option like this. Make sure both the installation are complete, only then restart the computer. Now you can restart the computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Now the next step is to disconnect additional controller connected to the computer. So if you have any additional controller connected, disconnect it. Also disconnect multiple monitors. Try launching the game on single monitor. Also disconnect additional USB adapter or any external devices which you are not using. Disconnect it. Also close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI Afterburner running or rivatuner running, close it. Do not overclock. Close all the overclocking application and then launch the game. Also, if you have these software services running, close it. So make sure only the Steam and the game is running, or only the EA app and the game is running. The rest, close everything including all your browsers. Also, if you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. Also perform clean boot. For this, type in system configuration in Windows search box and then click on system configuration. Go to the services tab and then put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services. Then click on disable all. Make sure that you put a check on hide all Microsoft services, then click on disable all, then click on apply, click on OK. You will see a restart option. Restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to launch the game in window mode. So launch the game, go to graphics settings, switch to window mode, lower down graphics settings. So if everything is set to high, you can select everything is selected to ultra, like maximum performance, you can select high, or make it, you can select medium for graphics settings, or even you can select low. So launch the game and then lower down graphics settings, switch to window mode and then check the performance. Now the next step is to increase the virtual memory. So you can type in view advanced system settings in Windows search box and click on it, and then go click on the first settings and then go to advanced tab and then click on change over here. Now select the drive where the game is installed. Uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file for all the drives. So you have to uncheck this box and then select the drive where the game is installed, and then the initial size is 1.5 multiplied total RAM. So for example, this is just an example. So for example, if the RAM is 16 gigabyte, so if you have 16 gigabyte RAM, so first of all we have to convert this into megabytes. So multiplied 1024. So 16 GB in megabyte is 16,384. This is the total RAM.
if you have 16 gigabyte, if you have 32, you can calculate accordingly. This is just an example. So 1.5 into total RAM, so that is in calculator 16 gigabyte is 16,384 megabyte into 1.5. So initial size 24576, the maximum size is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is 16384 in megabyte multiplied 3, that is 49152. And then click on set, and then click on OK, and then click on OK, apply, OK, OK. Now after this, make sure that you restart your computer. Now after the system restart, try launching the game. Now still you are receiving the error message in that case.
Now the next step is to update system BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website and select your model number, select your computer. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell website. If you have a Lenovo computer, go to Lenovo website. If you have HP computer, go to HP website. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, select your computer, and then find the latest BIOS update available. And in case of laptop, before you update the system BIOS, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter, the charger, is connected to the computer, and then update the system BIOS. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Now the last step is to uninstall the game. If nothing is working, you can uninstall the game, and after that you go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, then restart your computer. And after the system restart, reinstall the game to different drive. So if you have another SSD, try installing the game to SSD. If you're, make sure that, like, if you have C drive as SSD, so try installing the game to C drive, which is SSD. Or if you don't have like enough space in C drive, you can always install the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.